Hey, my name is Brolga. I'm an artist and illustrator from Australia, and we're here in my studio. Every morning, this is where I sit down and capture all my creative ideas. I guess I've always been a creative person. Ever since I was young, I've always dreamt of being an artist. And that's the cool thing about having long-term dreams. It's really up to your own imagination of where you'd like to be or where you see yourself in the future. But I found out as a young person that the journey getting there isn't often quite so simple. Like the dream can often feel like a mirage in the distance. It's easy to see, but it's not quite tangible and it's hard to reach. But at some stage though, I just went all in and forced myself to find some sort of door through. I work across all mediums, but I really do love working with digital art, and that's because the possibilities are really infinite. Everything you can imagine can be brought to life within digital art. And it really allows you to quickly, try out different techniques and express whatever you're going for. So I was really lucky that I found it. For a long time, I actually forgot about my dream of being an artist. I was working as a graphic designer at the time, and I didn't really expect much more than that. But then I learned how to make digital art. A whole new world opened up to me. In my first years of being an artist, I felt like the hardest thing was creating momentum. It felt like I was moving like a big boulder. And those first moments of creating awareness for my work and initially getting the boulder moving was one of the hardest parts. And then eventually the boulder starts rolling faster from all the energy that you're pouring into it over the years. Before you know it, you've created something that's gathering steam. It's the same thing with being an artist, it takes a lot of persistence to create awareness for your work. As you gather collectors and people that follow what you're doing, you're really going from square one and building on from there. So in those early years, I was living in New York City, and I began everything by creating street art around where I was living in Brooklyn. I'm talking more wheat pasted and sticker type street art. And then kind of naturally that progressed on to painting murals in my neighborhood. In those early days, the mural walls definitely don't come to you. I would always keep an eye out for tasty walls to paint, then usually go through the process of finding the building owners and then asking them if I could paint it. So I was actually approached when I was out painting a mural at the time to take part in a street art exhibition in the World Trade Center. They had decked out one of the floors of one of the newly built World Trade Center buildings, worked street artists from all over the city at the time. So that's how I got my first taste of showing work within a gallery format, which was really cool. Painting and drawing, it allows me to bring my ideas to life, but it's also the tools that I've found that are super important. The XPPen, it's so cool. It lets me bring my ideas to life so easily. And when you start using digital painting tools like this, it really does feel like the possibilities are endless of what you can create. And it feels like if you can dream it, you can imagine it, and you can actually make it.